years and still talking. This is GABNet, the Great American Broadcast Network. Talk like you've never heard it before.
This is an Internet Network news break. IP Pingsley reporting. Our top story, the Great American Broadcast Network, otherwise known as GABNet, is now a TuneIn partner. TuneIn, the world's largest audio network, has joined forces with GABNet, the world's most innovative talk network. GABNet's partnership with TuneIn means that listeners now have three main ways to listen to GABNet programming: GABNet.net, TuneIn.com, and the convenient TuneIn app for smartphones. To participate in the network's innovative citizen panels on GABNet programs, use Skype and type the handle GABNet Live, or call on your phone 347-352-0079. For more information on this network, its programs, and its hosts, log on to GABNet.net. That's GABNet.net. This has been an Internet Network news break.
Hi, everybody. This is Alex Bennett, and I've had a long and interesting trip. It's called life. And for years, people have demanded that I write a book about it, and while I've been a writer, my main talent has always been that of a broadcaster. Over a year ago, I decided not to write the book, but using my best skill, I decided to tell it. It's called Life in the Passing Lane, and I described it as an audio biography. It's presented in 30-minute chapters, so it's easy to binge listen. And you can access it on the GABNet page by clicking on Life in the Passing Lane and going to a page with every single episode, plus some extras. If you want to access it on your mobile device, that's easy too. It's on iTunes. It's Life in the Passing Lane, an audio biography by me. I'm Alex Bennett.
Evolution is defined as any process of formation or growth, development, the evolution of a radio program right before your ears. Welcome into The Exchange. It's Rob Alfano, and it's a Wednesday night, a special night, and we'll talk about that in just a few moments. You're going to give us a call on Skype in a little while.
I'm Jim Browning. You're listening to The Exchange. Well, our long national nightmare just may be over. It seems that we are ready to say goodbye to reality television.
Good evening and hello, everybody. Welcome to The Exchange, your safe haven for the free and open exchange of ideas and opinions here on the Great American Broadcast Network every Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 10 Eastern, 6:30 to 7 Western. I'm your host and broker, Damian Chaplin. If you'd like to join the conversation tonight, go ahead and give us a call on Skype. I'm opening the lines right now.
The Exchange, one program, ever evolving. Be a part of evolution. Tuesday through Friday at 9:30 p.m., Damian Chaplin moves you in new directions. Call GABNet Live on Skype at 347-352-0079. The Exchange, the evolution. Tuesday through Friday at 9:30 Eastern, only on GABNet. 5 years and still talking. This is GABNet, the Great American Broadcast Network. Talk like you've never heard it before.
Yeah, she was singing with me. Did you hear that?
Did you hear that?
She was singing with me.
Bum, bum.
Hey, everybody, how are you? Welcome to the Ramble.
It's Friday. Da, 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 da.
Yeah. So
I took off today.
Well, then it's not a big deal that it's Friday.
It was a big deal to take off, and it was nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I wonder why you're a little... we're not hearing you as well as we should. But
Oh, well, that's
it's
not me.
It's okay. That's all right.
you.
But anyway, there's a two-shot now of us because That's the way it is now. You know, I love your sign that you got me, but if I turn it off, it makes the picture look better. I know. I've got to figure out what to do with that. There's no dimmer for that because those are LEDs.
All right, but put it on for
No, but it doesn't make the picture look as good.
Put it on
no,
for now, and you can turn it off when I go to bed.
No, I can't. Look, watch what happens. See what it does to
It's just the background.
No. It really looks. Our picture looks much better without it. I've got to do something about it. I'll figure something out.
That was a gift.
I
It
know
was a
if I-
stocking stuffer.
If I can move it all the way over. See, when it was over there and then it was back there, it was slightly different.
When was it over there?
I don't know. I'm going to change
Sign
that
was never
lamp, and
there.
I'm going to get more light in here. And I had to lower the light back there
You could get a
because.
second light.
Huh?
You could get two of these in here.
No, I'm going to take the one I got in the other room, which is brighter,
Oh,
and I'm going to put it there and take that one and put it in the other room.
okay.
All right? But I'll do that over the weekend. Hi, everybody. How are you? That's my wife. You know, I still can't get used to this missing tooth.
Well, that's just the way life tumbles.
Just this big gap that my tooth keeps falling into and
And your tongue keeps going
trying
there.
to commit suicide.
Your
of
tongue
some
keeps
sort.
going there.
Yeah.
Right, so you have your new bucket, trash can.
Trash can. It's called the trash can.
Trash can.
Yeah, I'd show it to you, but
I can see it.
yeah. Well, you can see it. They can't.
Look at this. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, this one I don't need.
And a little tiny one over there.
No, that's the same. That's actually more like this one. This one's the second best one, and you have one just like it over there.
Never use it.
No, but and this one I don't even use. I don't even know why it's there. So, you know, and then we have two up there. See, because I need two cameras. Here's why I need. You know why I need two cameras?
No, please tell me, Alex.
Would you like an explanation
Yes,
why
I
I need
would.
two cameras? Because I can't operate one camera for two things. In other words, when I tell Skype, hey, I want a camera, and then I want the same camera to be this camera, the one that that we use when we're talking to the people, we're doing the main part of the show. They won't both work at the same time, so I have to have one. This one over here for Skype, so the people on Skype can see me, and this one for the audience.
Ah, how nice.
See? And the same thing is true here. That's why there are two of them there. And that one isn't on. And then over there, you just get one because you're on your machine. So, and you never use it anyway, but I use it to test this. So, anyway, well, last night I call it my old machine, but it's really the new machine.
The trash can.
Huh? The trash can is the new machine, actually. Okay? So, anyway, so the new machine is the trash can, but I kept saying it was the old machine because it was the one that went out to be fixed. And boy, did we get a
New
deal.
and updated.
It actually is almost like a absolutely new computer. They replaced almost everything.
Did
in
you
it.
write to that company that you bought it from?
I'm going to
You-
write
you
them, and
should.
I'm going to say, look,
This is
I
what
bought it
happened.
on eBay, and the thing went bad. And what it was a graphics board that went bad, but there were a few other little problems they saw. So they said I wouldn't have to pay more than replacing that card.
No,
but
you
they
don't have to tell them
No,
that
I'm going to tell
much.
them. I'm going to tell them. And then I sent it down to Texas, and they replaced almost 3/4 of the machine.
I
So
would just say-
obviously the machine you sold me was pretty much ready to blow up on
I
me.
wouldn't tell them the price. I would just say this is
Oh
what
no,
had
I'm going to
be
tell them so they
replaced.
know. So they know. But I want them to know that they replaced almost everything, and I'm not expecting them to give me money back on it or anything like that. Hell, as it turned out, I turned out having a great deal happening here.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I'm in good shape. I got the trots again today. I've been having the trots a lot lately. My IBS has come back.
You want to talk about that on the
With
radio?
yeah, sure. It's this
On the podcast?
I have IBS. If I ever have a TV network, I'm going to call it IBS.
It's 10:10.
Are you going to start doing that now?
I'm just saying. I looked at
Are
the
you going to
clock.
start doing that? But anyway,
It's actually 10:11.
last night, because of the machine being fixed, the show just ran flawlessly.
Great.
And look, you see here, this is what it says, CPU. That's the usage of the central processing
I
unit.
don't have my glasses on.
And it is only at 8%.
It's just a blur.
By now, it would be up to about 25 on the
Other one,
on
the old
the
one.
other machine. So this thing is just purring away nicely. I knock on wood, but I do have a 90-day warranty on it. You know, on the work. So anyway, what did we decide? I'm gonna get an implant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I told this story the other day. I had to have the tooth removed, which I've been holding on to for the longest time. I felt sorry to see it go because it was such a trooper, you know. But it lasted and lasted, and it finally got infected, and they said, "Best you get rid of it," right? And so we got rid of it. So now there's these things called they call them. I found out it's called a clipper, not a flipper, a clipper. And what it is, it's a little tooth that goes on and grabs between the two other teeth and holds a false denture in there. And it's meant as kind of a temporary measure.
You're
of sorts.
repeating yourself.
But
You
anyway,
told us all this.
But anyway, I said I really don't want an implant because God knows, you know, I should get an implant. Go through all of that. The $4,000. The how many months does it take? 6 months because
heal.
it takes one thing to heal, another thing to heal. Put the thing in, okay, and that the day after I get the implant finished, I either get run over by a car or I die of something horrible.
Exactly.
I get a stroke. Okay. You know,
It's kind of like me with my long-term care.
and so I didn't want an implant. It's just too much trouble. But if I get the clipper, well, the new dentist I went to said they don't do clippers.
They're dangerous.
Well, you could swallow them. You could.
nothing to hold
One
on
other
to.
dentist told me, well, the tooth next to it is losing a little gum, and that could like exacerbate the situation. So then I said, okay, well then what are the options? And she says a bridge, and I go, okay, well, a bridge is when you have like
Two real teeth.
you have three teeth. Two of them are crowns, and one of them is a fake tooth that does the gap. And if you have two good teeth, they'll just grind them down and put the crowns on there, right? But if you don't, like I have a crown on one side, but I have an implant on the other, and she said, well, we can't do it then because you've got an implant on that side, and we can't remove that crown, so we can't make a bridge there. I said, so what choice do I have? She says, oh, the only choice you've got is an implant or just this big, massive gap in your mouth, and I don't like it, you know. But I'm going to have this gap in my mouth. What are you doing?
Just cleaning your teeth.
But no, I need those.
Oh.
Those are for this.
Yeah, but you have them
no,
on there.
I know, but I lose them.
Oh, so it's your backup?
Boy, you know, she comes in here to do this show with me, and then all she does is try and clean the place up.
Well, that's in my nature.
Oh, yeah, sure, sure. You know, she always says, oh, your side of the bed's a mess with your clothes on the floor. Have you looked at your side of the
I
bed?
don't put clothes on the floor.
Have you looked at your side of the bed?
I don't put clothes
Have you
on
looked at your side of the
Fuck
bed?
you.
What?
I don't do it.
She just told me, fuck you.
Yeah,
This is what
well,
I get. Fuck you.
The only way I get you to shut up.
What?
It's the only way I can get you to shut up.
What? Say fuck you?
Yes.
Is that any nice thing to say about the man you ostensibly love?
What man?
Oh, so.
Okay, so anyway.
Back
to your tooth.
Yeah, no, so you know, so I guess I'm gonna have to get
I guess so.
the implant, which, you know, it's funny. The implant cost me almost as much as it cost Apple to fix this machine. Maybe I could stick that in my mouth. Would that make a good implant?
would shut you up.
What I was going to do with that thing, if they couldn't fix it,
Send it back.
no, I was going to keep it, and I was going to put dirt in it and plant
I
something
would send
in
it back. If
So-
Apple couldn't do it, I would just send it back.
Why? They wouldn't. The place on eBay wouldn't take it back.
Didn't you have a 60 days or 90 days?
No, 30 days.
Oh.
And then I could buy. They had this plan where they would fix it for you.
Send it to Apple.
If it broke, and that cost $250, but you had to send it back to them in California by the cheapest way possible. So I mean, at least with this,
Did they pay for the shipping?
who?
The company in California.
Oh yeah, to get it here, yeah.
No, to send it back for repair.
Oh no, the Apple store sent
Not
it
the
to
Apple
Texas.
Store. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the original. If you send it back to the people
Well,
with the
if I had taken their warranty,
You would have had to pay
I
for
would
the
have
shipping.
Yeah, I would have had to pay for the shipping to send it to them.
That was my question.
And then they would send it back, and they would do it at the lowest possible speed that you can think of. Whereas Apple
And just change the one thing.
overnighted this to Texas, and they said they pick up their overnights every 2 hours. So it being in Texas is like they should send it across town.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
pretty good.
Good.
Anyway, so I had stomach cramps this
Oh,
morning, and
okay.
I've got the trots again. I'm falling apart.
We all are at this
Listen,
age.
last night I had a little problem, and I really feel guilty about it, folks. I forgot Patrick's name.
Well, that's good. You're getting old.
No, every night this week I've been taking Xanax to put me to sleep because I have all kinds of worries.
Let's not go into that, please.
Would you like my list of
No,
worries?
but do it at 10:30 when I go to bed.
My list of
I don't
worries?
want to hear it.
Oh, okay.
I hear it all the time.
Well, I shouldn't
nonstop.
worry about it because some of these are your problem too.
Oh, that ain't my problem, and I don't want to talk about it.
Because you don't want to deal with problems.
I deal with it, but Alex, you don't stop. It's non-stop talking about it. Give me a fucking break.
No.
Really, it's not funny.
If you loved me, you would know how to handle
Well,
me.
you're really pushing it.
When you're
You're
you
really.
would know how to handle me in these situations.
Well, you're not a dog. You're not a puppy.
Huh?
Put a leash on you.
No, I am like a puppy. And what you have to do is go, good boy, good boy.
Good boy.
Yeah.
Oh, good boy.
Yeah, everything's going to be okay.
Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear
Everything's going to be fine. That's all you have to say, but you
Alex,
refuse to say
it.
it.
Because you constantly talk
Because
about it.
you don't believe everything's going to be
That's
okay.
not true. Just shut up already. Jesus. I'm going to bed.
No, why? What?
I'm going to bed.
Why?
Because
It's
I
not
don't-
time
I
yet.
don't want to hear your complaints.
Oh, okay. Well,
Talk about Trump.
by the way, you were watching a thing on medicine when I was
Well,
because
it was
she
why-
she watches television endlessly.
It's why America has a very high death rate. And, you know,
A death rate from what though?
suicides, pills, just this constant stress in America and all the plants that have gone down and people that have.
So we have more people who die in America per capita than
Yeah.
anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, well, in a developed country.
In a
yeah,
developed
yeah.
country, yeah. They attribute this to what? Stress?
Major stress,
See?
non-stop stress.
You know what it is? It's stress that people feel that is not taken care of by the person they live with when they try and ask them if everything's going to be all right.
Oh, please help me. I can't handle this.
Anyway, so because last night Phil was saying, "Oh, we're the healthiest country in the world."
Oh, yeah, Phil, right.
We're not.
We're not.
As a matter of fact, I believe don't the Scandinavian countries have the best?
Everything. The best everything.
Isn't there a high suicide rate though in those countries?
No, not at all.
No. Okay. I thought there was
No,
because
they give them maternity leave. They pay for their college. They give them, 19,000 days off of vacation. I mean, it's civilized.
what I don't get is the attitude that they seem to have about like when Phil gets in on a snit about health care and about Medicare and so on, which he's going to love when he gets it in about a year or so. But Medicare, oops, was that my stomach?
I don't know.
Making noise. Anyway. He was talking about how the medicine's medical system is socialism, it's terrible, and I'm just thinking to myself, if we don't take care of each other, then
What the fuck are we doing here?
What are we as a
Yeah.
country? Okay, what does that make us? It makes us assholes, is what it does.
I mean, they're just showing cities of dying populations and just cities that have gone to rot, and nothing being done about it, and the stress level of these people around the country.
Well, I feel sorry for old people because I'm
Old.
one of them, and the way in which we treat old people, like I was saying, that our government actually is trying to kill me. They'd like to take away Medicare.
Oh, absolutely. And Social Security.
And Social Security.
And Medicaid.
And they'd like to take away all these things that
And food
benefit
stamp-
older
and
people.
And food stamp. Benefit people.
And you know something? The quality and the morality of a country is how good they take care of their old people.
And their population in general.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, more kids are going home to live with their parents because they can't afford to go out and make it on their own.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's horrible.
What happens if I have to go to the bathroom
You go to the
during
bathroom,
the show?
put Phil on.
Well, yeah. Well, I have a new way now because we get so people are full screen.
Oh, I hate that. I hate it.
Do
And I'll
you
tell
hate
you
it?
why. Because you don't see everybody. Like, there was a moment the other night that I missed because you were concentrating on one person.
Well, I wasn't. The
Well,
machine
whatever.
does it automatically.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I don't like the full
I
screen.
like it because I can then go take a shit if I want
Yeah,
to,
but
and
you
nobody
leave it
knows
on one person for too long, and it ruins it. Really, the
No,
nicest thing is seeing everybody.
it wouldn't be too long if Phil would shut the fuck up.
It's like sitting in a round
See,
table.
because
Show everybody, Alex.
it's keyed by, well, people write me about whether you like that or not. Okay, because
Whether who likes it
it's
or not.
keyed by if somebody's talking,
Right.
then their picture starts showing. Then if somebody else talks, their picture shows. Now, if Phil keeps talking and talking and
It's
talking,
not the point. The point is
Yeah.
it's a group. Otherwise, it could be just one person calling. at a
well, I
time.
mean, I go back to the group.
Yeah, very rarely now, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh boy.
10:23.
What are you going to do for the next 7 minutes?
Go to sleep.
You're going to go to sleep? I feel like I have to pee now.
So go.
I
go.
just went. I went before I went on the air. I'm.
He's looking for his next
Yeah,
ailment,
you know-
everybody. He's looking. The tooth came out. Now we're doing the next ailment. Is it going to be the prostate cancer? Is it going to be his stomach? Is it going to be the fact that he can't sleep and he has to take a pill? What's it going to be?
This is the lack of caring I get from her. Just complete lack of caring.
It's 24/7, non-stop.
Dear, I just went to the doctor. Yeah, and what did he say? He said, I have a week to live. She says, okay, listen, I went to get my nails done today.
He says you have a touch of the cancer.
Well, I may have a touch of the cancer. Yeah, that may well be.
Who said that? Little Richard?
Little Richard said that to me that as an excuse on why he couldn't show up is because he had a touch of the cancer. I love that. I love
That's great.
And I don't know what he died of eventually, but I don't think it was cancer.
Why don't you turn on the whatever?
No.
Why?
Why?
Because I'd like to see everybody before I go to sleep.
Well, you still got 5 minutes.
Well, but 5 minutes I could see them and then go to sleep.
And oh, wait a minute, I don't want that. That's not what I wanted. I hit the wrong thing. Excuse me, folks. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Let me get rid of that. Seagate dashboard. There's one thing that looks a lot like the Skype. It's that thing there. So, do not make your icons.
Call in, folks.
Well, I haven't opened up the
Please
lines
do
yet.
it.
No.
I want to go to sleep.
No. What? You want to go to sleep? Go to sleep.
Okay.
Are you leaving?
Well, because you won't let me say hello to anybody.
All right. Let me see if they may not even be listening.
They're
yet.
listening. They're waiting.
Okay, well, I'll make our Skype line active. Okay, so the Skype line is now active. I got a call from Irv, from Irv last night, text. I can't turn off my Skype. So I went on here and turned it off. This morning he calls me, he says, I can't turn it on. And I said, before you ever call me, do me a favor. Reboot your machine. He
It's
says,
true. I always forget
he
that
says,
too.
okay, I'll reboot the machine. If I have a problem, I'll call you. I haven't heard from him all day.
No, but it's
so.
true. I forget to do that too. Like I was having the problem with my phone where I couldn't hear.
Just, one thing to remember,
It's true.
folks, is you reboot. Oh,
Yay!
okay. Oh, what do you know? Charlene Martinez is calling,
Charlene.
and she's going to.
Hi, Charlene.
Hi.
She's going to be the first one here.
first
Let me see
caller.
here. Let me see if she's there.
There she
Okay,
is.
there we go, ladies and gentlemen. There's Charlene.
There's Charlene. Here comes Jeff.
Here comes.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. My TV's on. Sorry. Oh, shoot.
Oh boy! And now
Hi.
and she's
I'm turning
sideways
it
and
down,
she's
sorry.
upside
She has to turn her
down.
television off.
Huh?
I forgot. I got so excited because I've never gotten to say hi to you, Marjorie, live. You know?
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, and there's Charlie. What
Wait a
happened
minute.
to Jeff?
Hold on a second. I can't. I don't know what happened to Jeff. But here,
Jeff, call back.
Here comes Charlie, and I think.
There's
Let
Charlie.
me see here. We got Charlie. I gotta give him a little thing here first of all. Oh, come on. Are you there, Charlie? Charlie's gone too.
There's Jeff.
Wait a minute. No.
Give me a call when you're back. What does
What?
that mean?
Let
That
me
was
see
under
here.
his
Wait a
name.
minute. Are you there, Charlie? No. We're having some trouble tonight. Okay,
There's
here
Phil
comes Phil
Meyer.
Meyer. Let me see here. Is Phil Meyer missed call? What the hell? What is the problem? Oh boy, we're having trouble with Skype tonight.
Well, at least I got to say hello to Charlene. How you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, I got wet in the rain today. I'm a little frizzy.
When was it raining?
I don't know. It's like misty or something. It's
Oh.
weird. Isn't it like
Bad
freezing?
hair day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cold. Yeah.
Yeah. Going to be the same way tomorrow.
Yeah, and rain all till Monday or something.
Phil,
I've got bronchitis.
Charlie Wallace is calling again, and it says Charlie Wallace missed
Missed
call.
All right, guys. I'm going to go to sleep.
Okay.
I'll let you figure your IT stuff out.
Well, this isn't figuring my IT
Night,
stuff
Charlene.
out.
Good night, girlfriend.
I don't know what the problem is with Skype tonight. This should work, and it's not working. Let me hang up.
Cinco de Mayo, maybe the Mexican gods or something.
Let me hang up on you, okay?
All right.
And then I'll have people call again.
Okay.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Let me try Charlie again. No, Charles Wallace missed call. I'm going to close down Skype and start it over again. Okay.
Like reboot.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We're going to give it a try here. Let's see what happens here with Skype. It should work. It should work, but it doesn't. Okay, folks, you can try. Let's see. You can try calling me, and let's see what happens here. Jeff Stein, give me a call when you're back. What? Okay, here comes Phil Meyer. Okay, there is Phil. Okay, so I put Phil in where source one. Scuba diver. Okay, now let's see what happens when somebody else calls.
Did you have to kick off? I got a signal that said my thing was too weak, and then I got kicked off when I tried calling earlier.
I don't know. Your mic is awfully loud, though. Let me see what happens when somebody else calls. Here comes Charles Wallace. Let's see. No, it says Charles Wallace missed call. Oh, boy.
Is that better? I turned off the cooler.
Yeah, but it said missed call from Charlie Wallace. Let me see here. Let me call. Oh, boy. Well, Charlene, try calling us, and let's see what we get from you. Here we go. Now, here comes Jeff Stein, and it goes missed call, Jeff Stein. We can't
How come I got through?
because you were the first one calling.
You want me to hang up and see if it...
Hold on a second. Let me call Charlie. Hold on.
All right.
Okay, add to call, Charlie. Okay, well, here comes Charlene Martinez. Let's see what happens with her. She had the same problem. Oh, there she is. There we go. It's Charlene. Okay, let me put her in. Let me see here. Where is it? Number 2, Charlene. Let me see here. There she goes. Okay. All right. All right. There we go. There's Charlene. Now we go
Charlie.
Jeff Stein. Now let's see here what happens with Jeff. Jeff Stein, missed call.
Did you see Charlie's?
There's Charlie. Okay. Hello, Charlie. Can you hear me? Charlie, can you hear me? You're supposedly through. Charlie, are you there? There we go. There's Charlie.
I'm here now.
There's Charlie. I don't know what the problem is tonight. Let me also go up here to, let me see here. Where is this?
Charlie, what are you, Baba Ramdas? I'm here now. Be here now.
Be here now. Yeah, let me see here. Let me see what happens if I call. There was a, where did I go?
Charlie's frozen, I think.
Charlie, are you there? Oh, Charlie's frozen. Oh, boy. Oh, Skype, you motherfucking cocksucker. Well, I have no idea why this isn't working.
Did you do the Skype update on the Mac yesterday?
What? I didn't. There was no update.
Oh, I got a thing that said there was an update.
There was no update. I'm going to add Jeff. I'm calling Jeff. Let's see what happens if he gets added. And let me see here. Add. Okay. There is finally, and here comes Tony Magno. Let's see what happens to Tony. I get the same problem. Tony Magno, missed call. How is that? What is going wrong with Skype? Let me see here. Let me do a plus on Tony Magno. Add. Let me do a, and there's Jeff, and I don't know whatever happened to Charlie Wallace. I have no idea. But hold on a second. For Tony Magno, Tony Quisp, okay. Well, we're slowly getting people on tonight, but we still don't have Charles Wallace. So let me try calling Charlie. Let's see here, Charles Wallace. There we go. There we go. Let me call him and add him. Let's see what happens if we get him at all. You know, do I have to put up with this? I just, you know. Tonight.
You want to start it again?
No, tonight is just Skype deciding to fuck up.
Yeah.
We had this problem late last night too, you know. Well, let's see, calling Charles Wallace, but I think Rob Alfano. Now watch, it'll say if I have there, Rob Alfano missed call. So now I got to call Rob back. All right, Rob Alfano add. All right. I know what I can do. Let me see here. Are you there, Rob? Rob, are you there? Well, I just called Rob.
Did you call me?
Yeah, I did.
And then yeah, to make it work, yeah.
Yeah, let me see here.
Because I couldn't get it.
Rob Alfano, add. Okay, now it should be ringing Rob Alfano. And we'll see if we get Rob added to this. This is a clusterfuck. What is the problem with Skype tonight? You know, if it isn't one thing, it's another. You know, and this shouldn't be happening with Skype, and there's something wrong with it. Are you there, Rob? By any chance? I'm calling Rob. I'm calling him. Let me see here. Calling Rob Alfano. Calling Rob Alfano. Calling Charlie Wallace. You know, calling Rob and Charlie, and I don't know if either of them are going to answer. This is such a clusterfuck. Who's that? Who do I have? Who's there? Charlie? Anybody? No. Oh, well, I have no idea why this is happening.
At the Stein household, they keep taking their clothes off on the
I
air.
was thinking of like jokes, right?
It's like a toga party.
We're not going to look around.
Now, you see, Rob Alpha. Okay, Rob.
There's going to be run-on sheets in the
Rob,
house.
I'm going to call you back now. Okay?
I think Pam just closed the door.
Smart.
Sorry, Phil.
It's like Jeff is going to be Spartacus.
Rob?
See, that's what I get for not coming on one night.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay. I just got Rob. Boy, this is.
Are you having trouble, guys, tonight?
Yep.
Skype took a while to log just to pop up for me.
I had it was weird because it was telling me your connection is too weak.
Me too.
So I rebooted. I figured,
too.
okay, maybe, and it's the same problem. That's really weird.
I've got a strong signal here, I have no idea what the problem
Maybe
is.
Skype's internal systems are screwed up tonight.
Oh, you use the same clipper I do.
Yeah, I had that problem though last night with Bree, but it was because he was using his iPad. So I don't know. I have no idea what this is about.
See, Rob?
Yeah, it's the perfect cutter. It's a little different.
Oh no,
Yours-
mine
cigar night
has,
here.
mine doesn't have the opening. It's flat.
Rob, you're not vaping that thing, are you?
Vaping? I don't vape. I
Because the
go
other
for
night
vape.
when I was on, like when you were like inhaling, it kind of looked like the vape thing at the end, but it's a real
There's
cigar,
no
right?
vaping. Yeah, there's no inhaling either. So
you got a thing saying that your signal was too weak? Is that
yeah,
what it was?
upon the hang up, and then it gave me an option to send a message. It opened up a white little message box that said your connection was too weak, and then it said send a message. I guess I could have sent a message to Gabnet because that's who I was calling.
It could be a problem. It could be a problem with Skype.
I believe that is. It sounds like it's a Skype issue.
Yeah, I got the same message. So what I did was I shut the Skype down. I opened it back up. I closed my laptop. I closed my phone, thinking that maybe I had too many things on the network. And
because we haven't changed anything here. I mean, none of my preferences have changed. Let me take a look here. Any of my preferences changed? Audio, video? No, it's fine. Calling, no, caller ID, messaging, notifications, contacts, general, no.
That's when I thought you were vaping, Rob, when you were doing that.
No, we're fine. We're fine. Anyway,
hey, Rob, old school.
Zippo.
The next time somebody calls, I will just, if one more person calls, I'm going to hit the plus here and then click on them, and that should answer it okay. But,
It's been a rough, busy week, so this is very enjoyable. Get to hang out with some friends and chat, enjoy a good cigar and a good scotch.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then Phil starts acting up, and you'll want more drinks.
Scotch.
It don't matter that he acts up. He's still a good friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's all in fun.
It's not fun. I think he's crazy, but he's still a good friend.
He is actually. I'm starting to buy into it a little bit. That's the
Well, that's because you're an idiot, Tony.
right? Slightly.
You're a fucking moron.
He's starting to
But I'm
sound like
happy
Bill.
for her.
You don't have to worry about making a payroll. He's home. He's taking care of his mom. He's got
Well,
no
let me ask you
worries.
this, Phil. Wouldn't it be nice if you, as an
Just gotta
employer,
keep
didn't
her
have
on
to worry
line,
about
huh?
providing
Well,
medical
well,
benefits for the people who that work for you?
I don't. I just tell them the beatings will stop when their attitude improves.
Well,
I mean,
go to
it
the
shouldn't be
doctor.
employers' responsibility to make sure you have medical coverage.
Everybody that works for me is on Medicare.
You don't need two legs.
It must be
One's
fun
good
when they're
enough.
on their knees.
somebody
Oh,
else.
no, not the installers.
If you're out there, somebody else call the program because I want to give it a try here. But I think I can. I can.
You want me to message Charlie for you, Alex? In Facebook?
Charlie?
You want me to message him for you to call you?
Charlie who?
Wallace.
Oh, Wallace. Oh, yeah, Charlie.
I'll Facebook him. I'll message him in Facebook for you.
Tell him to call.
Tell him to call the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to go to the other screen.
Yeah. But
Rob, my grandfather used to call his cigar a stogie.
Stogie, stick. We call them, a good stick. There's a lot of terms.
Is it
for
Cuban or something? Or
nah, those Cubans are overrated and
okay. Here comes
tight.
Kevin. Now let me do something here. Hold on a second. Let me try something here. Kevin, I'm going to try and get you to. No, you see, he gets the same problem. But if I go here, I can do Charlie. I can ring on Charlie and add him, and then Patrick. Now watch with Patrick. Watch what'll happen with Patrick. There we go. Missed another call. Okay. Wait a minute.
There he is.
Patrick is there, and let me see here. Hold on a second. I gotta start adding these people. Hold on. Here is Patrick. Let's see. That would be Darth Pat. Where is he? Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Oh, there we are. Darth Pat. Okay. Okay, on that. And then let's see. Scott Boddicker, I'm going to try and have him answer. He just got fucked over, but he came on. Isn't that strange? That's very, very strange. Hold on a second. Let me go put Scott Boddicker in here. Scott Boddicker. Okay.
Sorry if I blew the smoke in your face there, Charlie.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Smoke of vision.
There we go. There we go, folks. Yeah, this is very strange. What happened here that was very interesting is I was able to answer those phones, and they did come on here. Hello, Scott. How are you this evening?
You called. I called. So
yeah. So
you said you would need another phone call, so I'm fine.
Yeah. Well, good. Stay there. We like having you here. So anyway, I don't know what's happening. It's something with Skype because it did say missed call, but then Scott was on. It said missed call and Patrick was on. So all the times before that it went bad, these times now all we need is Charlie. Charlie, where are you?
Yeah, he's frozen. I see him.
He's there, but we need him back again. Otherwise, he will stay frozen all night.
Charlie will give you a full house.
No, he won't. Because he's already there, if you may notice, but he's frozen. So anyway, Charlie, try and give us a call if you can. Anyway, where was I? Anything happened today? Oh, in the new. Oh yeah, the job figures came out. They were very good. Yeah, and not as good though as they were under Obama.
Not as good as they were under Nixon, you mean?
No, not as good as they were under Obama in the amount of increase in jobs. The largest amount of job increase, employment increase, happened under Obama. Don't go no, Phil. That's a fact.
No, you're just deluding yourselves. You're finding anything you can find, any statistic.
Phil, I'm telling you,
just so
I am
that you
telling
don't have
you,
to admit that
Phil,
Trump's doing a good job.
The job growth that we've been having has happened over the last what was it? Something like 30 months or something like that. The largest single amount of job growth that happened during this job spurt that's been happened under Obama. Less has happened under Trump, but it's continued under Trump. But what do you mean? Don't give me a jerk off. Go look at the statistics, Phil.
I am. It's right here. He added 263,000 jobs this month, and it was jobs in the sector that I'm in. It's in privately owned businesses.
Oh, good. Oh, that's
Obama
wonderful.
added jobs. They were shovel ready. They were government jobs. They put people on the government dole. That's where he added jobs.
Phil,
where Trump is
when
adding
you're
jobs,
talking about
he's
job
adding jobs
increases
to the people that are actually creating jokes.
You don't listen to anything.
No, you don't listen. You know.
Wait a minute, please.
You're just
don't
a never Trumper.
Don't answer my question with what I just called you. I think that's unfair.
Life's not fair.
Tell me about it.
And you called in for this, huh, Scott?
No, he called in because he wanted to drink.
I had the mute button on when Phil was talking.
50 times.
What did you say? What did you say, Scott?
When I see Phil's picture come full screen when I'm watching, I just put the mute button on.
You just put the mute button on.
Scott, just take a drink.
I'm not drinking tonight. I was hungover from Wednesday.
What did you get? What were you drinking on Wednesday for?
I wasn't here Wednesday.
Because it was Wednesday?
Well, I was prepared for Phil to be there, but he wasn't there, but I was already drinking, so what the hell?
Oh, okay. Did you call Wednesday, by the way? I think you did, didn't you?
I did not. I waited for Jack.
Oh, Patrick's got his hand up.
Yeah, yes, Patrick.
Two things.
Yeah.
Tony got his glamour shots filter on his camera again.
Mm-hmm.
Wipe away the
Tony, would you clean your lens again? I don't know what goes on in there.
It's Vaseline. It's soft.
Does somebody wait a minute? Oh yeah. Oh, spit. That's what we need. Spit. Now it's fine.
All right. Now the other thing is, I wanted to just.
That's enough, Tony.
I was lit last night.
Mm-hmm.
And comment about my legs were probably moving too. Laughing fit. That was perfect, Rob. You were pretty damn close on that.
That was really funny. I was watching you. I thought you were reacting to what was being said, and you were getting so animated.
Oh. I was glad I was there for a Gabnet moment.
Yeah, well, the people who were watching Skype saw what I've now referred to as Miss May.
That's going to be Miss 219.
Huh?
2019.
2019.
She gets the whole year.
She gets the whole year. Yeah. It was a moment, wasn't it? Yes. So that was kind of cool. I don't know what to say exactly, but we have to apologize to you, Jeff. Well, it's not our fault. We didn't do it. You did it.
She was a good sport about it, though.
Yeah.
You're muted, Jeff.
I just want to know if she kicked your ass after you got off.
You're still muted.
Still muted.
No, what you did is you told him he was muted, and he wasn't muted.
No,
there
we've
he
been
goes.
having some good discussions about it. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I have a call up some of our friends, and I said, "Guess what happened the other night?"
Where's Charlie? I thought Charlie would call back. Gee.
Pam did write me a nice little note off of Jeff's account, so I appreciated that, but I would have done that for anybody. So
yeah, well, it was like you were going. I thought you were a crab or something. Could you recreate that for us just for a second, just so people can see what you were doing?
That's right.
Yeah, that's it. That was it.
Kind of flailing.
Yeah.
I knew I'd never be able to get my voice in there because everybody was going at each other, and I thought, well, shit, maybe somebody will see me
flailing. You were like this, Patrick, like that. You were going crazy.
Let's see here. Charlie called, but then he had a problem. So let me now try to add him. Here we go. I'm adding you, Charlie. So now call again, or answer the call I'm making to you. Okay, and that should probably bring you in. All right. Yes, I think. Here we go. I think he's answering.
Yeah, I see him.
You see him?
I see his picture.
Yeah,
his video.
Yeah, there we are. Okay, I don't know what the problem is tonight, Charlie, but it's something with Skype. You know, it's something with Skype, and I have no idea.
Re-download Skype. I had to re-download Skype.
Yeah, but that didn't fix it.
No,
that didn't fix it.
No, it didn't.
No. So I don't know. After the show's over, I'll have to, but I don't seem to be having any problems here, So I'm online and I'm everything. So I don't know what it is,
I don't think it's you. I think it's Skype.
Oh, wait a minute. We just lost. Oh, there's Scott again. I think it is Skype. I'm hoping it's Skype. I don't want to have to put up with this every night trying to get people on. It should be that simple to get people on. And it started last night with Bree, but then he went to his personal computer, not his iPad, and it was fine. So did you get a thing, Charlie, that said you don't have enough power or something?
Connection is weak.
Did you get something like that? Are you gone again, Charlie? Charlie's gone
frozen.
again. Wow.
Yeah, I was getting those too last week or so too.
Connection is weak, and then it gives you a chance to send a message.
Oh, wait a minute. Kevin's there. I got to put Kevin up here. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Where are we? Kevin would be in the number 9 place. Let me get Kevin. Kevin, you came through okay, didn't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Let me see here. Bike is usually bike rider. There we go. Hog rider. Okay. There we go. And there we go. Boom, boom, boom. And you know what that means? Actually, hold on a second.
Here it comes.
Huh?
Here it comes.
Here what comes? Here's what comes. It's a full house.
Full house. I knew it.
That's my other little trick I do. It's my full house trick. There we go. So, anyway, let me see here. Okay, so I don't know. It's got to be something with Skype, and who knows what they're.
Oh, there it is.
Huh?
I saw it now. The full house.
Yeah. In fact, if you went on the internet and you check Skype, I bet people will be complaining about it right now already. So.
You mean on the YouTube?
Yeah. No, not on YouTube, but on if you just type in Skype problems.
I
bet there are people that are already having this problem.
I thought you meant people complaining about the show.
Well, that
I thought so too.
That could happen. Anyway, where was I? So we were talking about the economy. You got to give Trump a little bit of credit for it. I'm not dismissing that, but let's not forget other people who laid the groundwork for this recovery as well. You got to remember that Obama, when he took office, this economy was in shambles. Yeah. And he managed to turn it around, and he managed to get jobs going. But
it was all George Bush that turned it around.
The thing is that Phil seems to have something against hardworking people because he keeps deriding shovel-ready jobs.
There were none. All he did was he created jobs in the government.
What jobs did he create?
This little, low-paying government jobs, all sorts of social work jobs, giving away more food stamps, or
So the job that he gave away was the guy to give away free food stamps. Is that the job he created?
That's one of them.
I remember that job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could get that job.
The jobs that Trump is.
Well, wait a minute. What is so wrong about a job like that, Phil?
There's nothing wrong with work, but what is positive about Trump's job creation is it's in the private sector. These are not more bigger government.
So what jobs are they?
263,000 in this. This
263,000 what?
Jobs in
what
the private
kind
sector.
of jobs?
What do you mean? What kind of jobs?
Well, I mean, who you calling a moron?
I call you a moron.
If anybody's
Why?
Why? What do you mean? What kind of jobs? Well, are they jobs on the left-hand side of the street or on the right-hand side of the street? They're jobs. They're in the private sector.
How do you know they're private sector? They might be.
Because I just read it. I just read it in the jobs report.
Yeah.
Why don't you read the jobs report? Then you'll see where they 263,000 jobs.
Yeah, but you read something and then it gets filtered through this brain that then decides what it is all about, and you're wrong.
Yeah, well, at least it doesn't get filtered, through a Eugene Debs brain or a Bernie Sanders brain or any other of those other socialists.
What's wrong with you, Eugene V. Debs?
Communist.
Was he?
Well, he was a socialist. He was a union organizer.
Oh, and that makes him a communist.
Union jobs aren't any good.
No, yeah, but do you remember union jobs
don't matter to fill because they're shovel ready.
It's not union jobs that don't matter. It's just government created jobs for the sake of creating more bureaucracy is what matters.
You're monopolizing
what Trump
the show.
did. All right.
You're monopolizing. I mean, I would just want everybody else to be able to say something if they feel like saying something. That's all. What did he? He froze. I mean, so what happened to Charlie? God, Charlie.
I didn't mute him. I wanted to mute him, but I didn't. I didn't do it, Alex. I swear I didn't do it.
You could mute him.
I didn't do it. I was hovering over him, and I was hovering, and I'm like,
I muted. So that it wouldn't pop up.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
The only thing I can agree with Phil is, I agree. My daughter is graduating college, and she already has 2 job offers, but they're not created yet. But they're actually going to create one for her at this place she just applied to today. Or she flew to Dallas to interview on a job. So.
Do you know what they're saying about job interviews for new hires? Is that the usually within 2 days of applying, if you don't hire, they think that you're not interested. They move on to somebody else and they get another job somewhere else. It's such a tight hiring market.
She interviewed today, and when she was flying back to Fayetteville, they called her on the phone and offered her a job. So,
that's the way it is right now. That's the climate.
Yeah. So she did pick a good time to graduate college.
Yeah.
I don't think she's graduating anymore.
So how come there are all these jobs and I don't have one?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want one.
But buggy whips aren't being used much anymore.
I see. Okay.
You could have a job if you wanted to do something. That, you also don't make any effort to find a job. That's part of the reason you don't have a job.
Wait a minute, I made a large effort to find a job.
In the last 5 years?
Huh?
The last 5 years?
In the last 5 years, I keep looking, but it's futile, Phil, because nobody wants to hire anybody my age. That's all there is to it.
I know in your business, there's definitely age discrimination. My friend, who's a PD, and now he's a consultant PD that puts himself out to 5 or 6 different stations and doesn't get very much money for it. But when he was in his 50s, he couldn't get a job in radio, and he was like the top PD in Detroit for 16 years in a row. And couldn't
they
get a
don't
job.
program, so that makes perfect sense, right? Because unless you're doing talk radio, all music radio today is past like 30, 40 years old. They don't program to you. So if you're in your 50s and you're looking for a job programming a radio station, you're not going to get it.
His star was in country western.
Even still, the Madison Avenue, if they're still on Madison Avenue, but they still use the term, that sweet spot demo is like 18 to 34. And once you get over 50 years old, they want nothing to do with you as an advertiser. They don't program to you. So why would anybody want to hire a PD that's in their 50s? That's just makes sense, right? You want young ideas. You want young people.
Now he's in his 60s. He's 2 years older than me, and he's working like a dog, making sure the stations do their IDs at midnight and all of those things.
Doesn't sound like a very interesting job.
Well, no, he also programs the music. He programs any contests. All of that stuff. But
all the automated stations that are
right. And then he has to do what else do they do? The music log. So he programs
into the computer, so the computer can just keep next song. Yeah.
But it's hard at the age of 50. He was making in the 180s back in the late 90s, early 2000, and now it's $24,000 a year if he's lucky.
Well, so
because he's got that's a data entry job for the most part. Anybody can put music in a playlist.
Well, he picks what music it's going to be.
Right, but he has a program called Selector or one like that automatically chooses the artist separation and all that.
I've seen his screen.
It's mindless work. Yeah.
Yeah, but on the other hand, he's not working, or he is working, but he's working for less than he used to make.
I would do that though. I would love to be. How old is he?
68.
So I'm 62, and I'm going to continue to milk the gravy train I'm on as long as my company will have me. But for me to get comfortable in another position, trying to learn another company's products and go out and try to sell as an engineer and be the guy that has to do all the talking, I don't want to have to ramp up again. So if I could get a job like that, making 25 grand a year where I'm, doing something like that, I would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you, he gets a lot of demand on him. He doesn't.
A lot of work. He's
it's a
lot of radio stations. There's a lot of unmanned radio stations out there that, need that kind of thing done. Those stations run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and that music list just keeps going and going and going, and they gotta keep filling it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but the fact of the matter is, I'm still not working. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, if you were to edit videos, you have so many talents. Beyond. I mean, you have a great talent with the interview, but what you're saying is that you're being discriminated, age-wise, for that, and that's too bad.
I think that because I haven't been using my talents, okay, I think I'm not as good as I was.
But you're a lot better than 99% of the rest of them out there.
Well,
I mean, even if you're not using your talents as much, there are very few people that have your talent or that even profess to have it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, Alex, there might be an opening at Sirius Radio again.
Another position.
What do you mean there might be an opening at Sirius Radio again?
Well, Mark Thompson's been on hiatus for several weeks now.
To ramp up again. So if I could get a job like that, making 25 grand, doing something like that.
Hold on.
Okay.
Tell me about Mark Thompson.
He got in a shoving match at one of his meet and greets or whatever, one of his rallies.
Holy shit!
And he got on. I don't know if he's on probation right now or whatnot, but he hasn't been on in about 2-3 weeks.
I'd heard something about the fact that he might have gotten fired or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He has been around, and I don't know. There's a petition to get him back and whatnot, but somebody got in his face and he defended himself.
Yeah. Well,
what kind of show does he have?
Evidently,
it's black, so you wouldn't like it.
Oh, how do you know? Is it music or talk?
I figured this much out already.
Oh, is it music or talk?
It's talk.
Talk. Oh.
It's a talk show. Yeah. Mark Thompson. Yeah.
Did you see the headline tonight that North Korea test fired some projectiles?
Good.
You're shooting again?
Yep.
No. It's just Kim Jong Un blowing his wad.
Boy, he starts blowing things.
Well, he didn't get his $2 million, so he's mad.
Yeah. Well, today Trump had to call Putin to make nice.
Get more instructions.
Get more instructions from instructions from the boss. Yeah.
What should I do next week?
Yeah.
It's what we got to do.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Do you think that maybe they were talking about Venezuela?
What, Charlene?
I heard, was it yesterday or did you already talk about that Trump is going to charge people to get asylum here? Like, did you hear that? Like, charge a fee to come in here to get away from.
I got your asylum, $9.95. Fill out this app.
It's not a crazy idea, really, Phil.
Hey, they do it when you rent an apartment.
Yeah, he's right here.
You know,
like an immigration fee, like if you're.
I like his ideas. He's off the wall.
Yeah. I mean, they already pay a lot of money as it is, right?
Right.
You gotta put him on.
To the coyote.
3 hot meals in a room. Come on in.
Yeah, it's Cinco de Mayo, so Trump must be celebrating, right? He loves, you know.
Is this the 5th of May? No,
Yep.
it's the 3rd.
Oh,
It's the
sorry.
3rd of May.
I thought it was because they were celebrating where I was.
Tomorrow,
Everyone in Jersey's mad.
tomorrow.
Because they're playing Spanish music really loud everywhere, and everyone's complaining.
Well, tomorrow is. Oh, wait a minute. No, that
May
was,
the 4th be with you.
Yeah, it's Star Wars.
Yes, May the 4th be with you. It is Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. It's,
And also,
Today's my sister's birthday. This is important.
What?
Today's my birthday. My
Happy
sister's birthday.
It's not your birthday.
My birthday.
Well, I thought it was your wife's birthday the other day because
she was in a birthday suit.
Everybody's thinking wrong.
She was wearing her birthday suit. Yeah. Yeah.
What's on your hair?
What's
I used to work on your hats. Are you still selling hats?
Oh, yeah. Is he still going to do the hats, Tony, right?
Are they on the Gabnet store?
Tony used to work at the hat factory.
Yeah, but hopefully I get hired from the city soon, Rob. So then, thank God.
Have you ever considered that you're the Mad Hatter?
Soon I will be. I want to be the X-Hatter soon. I can't wait to get out of there. There's mice running in the place. We had birds in the fucking warehouse because they had a nest. I said, why don't you get an exterminator? We don't need one. No, we'll just one of the workers' jackets got shit on. I said,
that's good luck, Tony.
Don't they tell you that's good luck?
It's good luck.
It's like a fucking movie.
And they tell you it's good luck because you got your fucking jacket shit on.
I tell the fellow, I said,
Good luck because it was the other guy that got his jacket shit on, not you.
My mother's like, don't eat anything in there. I said, I'm not. I leave there to eat. I don't even want to work in there. I told her. She's calling me on the phone. You see any birds? No. And you know what it is? She calls me on the Alexa, Alex, and she has the TV so loud. So she's like, I can't hear you. Well, lower the fucking TV. And she's talking over the TV. I said, I'll call you back. Don't worry about it. There's no birds. Everything's okay.
Alexa to lower the TV? Is that how it works? I don't have an Alexa.
The volume.
It can, yeah, it can.
Yeah,
TV
the
is
TV show in the back, the Judge Judy stuff.
Yeah.
Does she watch Jeopardy or anything like that?
That guy's a crazy man.
If I see another top
Alex
hat,
Trebek has got stage 4. What's the cancer? The same thing that
pancreatic cancer.
Yeah, pancreatic cancer.
Who? Alex Trebek.
Alex Trebek. Yeah.
He's the Katie Couric of pancreatic
He's
cancer.
got stage 4. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. He says he'll be back. They just wrapped the season, and he says he will be back.
Have you been watching this guy?
Yeah.
Who's been playing the game?
Alex, I watch him. He just answers right away.
That guy's amazing.
Well, to begin with, my business manager has been a big fan for the longest time of Jeopardy. Basically said that hold on a second, I just want to put my camera up there. Said that his biggest ability is the way he's playing the game. What he's doing is he first of all he has a what do you call it? Memory. Photographic memory. That's for starters. He is a gambler. That's what he does as a profession, and he's playing it like a gambler. He takes the big chances, and he gets them. Like when they do Double Jeopardy, you say, "Okay, 40,000." You know, and today was a bad day for him. He walked away with $82,000.
Oh,
wow!
It's fucking amazing.
It was a bad day.
That's crazy.
He's up to almost one. He's up to about $1,700,000 or something like that.
But he has to pay taxes, right? Like
Oh,
you have
yeah.
to clear
No,
that.
no, it's tax free. It's all tax free.
Does he get that money as he goes along? Because like now,
yeah.
for example, they're breaking for the next season, so he doesn't get any money until next season.
They're not breaking for the next season. On the air, they're breaking
that's
for
in
a
the can.
2-week teachers tournament, and then they will come back with him. So
Well, because did you see the video thing that Alex Trebek came on and he thanked everybody for all the great cards that they're breaking for this season, but he plans on being back for next season. They're done taping, according to what I read.
well, no,
yeah, but
they,
that whole show was in the can because he announced that a while ago.
yeah.
No, he just came out again. It was a second announcement.
Yeah, but that particular group of shows has been in the can. That's all been taped.
Oh, I thought they were going to bring this guy back next season.
No, he's coming back. He's coming back in two.
next season,
He's
but
coming
this-
back
this-
in. He's coming back in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, but now how long that will go for before they break for the season, I don't know. But I sure hope he keeps going long enough to beat Ken Jennings' record, which is 2.5 million, something like that.
Yeah, he's still in what, second or third place.
Yeah.
Do you watch the show every night, Alex?
Yeah, I'm watching it every night now. This is if you've ever watched Jeopardy, what he's doing is unheard of. Okay, I mean he's averaging $75,000 a night. Now Ken Jennings, who went and made 2.5 million, which is the most anybody's ever made, he did that over something like 46.
No, it's like 72, 74
72
days.
shows. This guy's
Sure.
only on like his 23rd show or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's already up to $1.7 million.
Yeah.
So he's at where Ken Jennings averaged about 35,000 a show. This guy is averaging somewhere around 75, 80,000 a show.
Easily.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
They
it's
just
really
can't
crazy.
stop him. The other contestants. The other contestants can't beat him.
No, they can't even get
No.
an answer in.
No.
They
Close to him.
They can't ring in.
Yeah, what I would do is if I were them, I would just say, okay, I'll sit here and try and answer a few questions. Just let him win, get his 100. I think I saw him go over 100,000 the other night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
His high game's 131,000.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh boy, amazing.
You may have found another profession there, Alex. Before Alex Trebek dies, get on the show.
Yeah. Actually, on this show that I watched of him with Alex Trebek tonight, he didn't look that well.
Really?
He kind of. If you see him walking out, he's kind of, because he's on chemo. He's doing chemo and doing the show at the same time. So
I knew a guy doing that, and he used to go to the gym too, work
Really?
and get the chemo.
Really.
He's been cancer free on and off.
How old is he though to go to the gym?
I know. I know he's older than me, so he's got to be in his 70s or
Because
something.
Alex Trebek he's up there.
Alex Trebek is like 78 or so. I looked it up.
Yeah, he's up there pretty.
Or
good.
he might even be older than Alex, or our Alex.
Do people live that long?
Watch it, Scott. Watch it.
He's freaking old, man.
It's
How
gonna be
old?
like that now that he's announced it, right? Like, I want to tune in too and keep watching him to see, like, is he gonna look good? Is it, he's gonna succeed?
Tell you, my dad had that, man, and he lost so much weight.
Wow.
My dad had a 2-rub. He couldn't eat for the last 16 days.
When you get to that point, my father lived about 2 years, and the biggest thing the doctors kept saying is you got to try to manage your weight. You got to eat. But when you got pancreatic cancer, you don't want to eat.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Is that what it's going to take for me to lose weight?
Yeah, there you go.
What did your father have, Tony?
He had the same thing, Alex. Pancreatic. We didn't know it until the end.
You're kidding, really? Wow.
Yeah, we didn't know it till the end.
What a coinky.
Till the end, he didn't know it.
Yeah, they didn't know it till the last month.
That's the way to do it.
Beck.
That's the best way.
Yeah, I mean, he died at home, and so he came to peace. But that was hard. That was one of the hardest things I had to do because at the end, I was hoping he'd pass away because it was hard seeing somebody like that.
That just happened to you, right? I remember now. Yeah.
I was like, please, enough already. Yeah, it makes you question things. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, my father had cancer. He died at 55. He was a smoker, and it was really hard to watch him, like, just waste away. And then he was unconscious. It was horrible.
I was talking to the doctor, Rob. He said pancreatic cancer is very high in smokers. Was your dad a smoker?
He was. He had quit in his mid-60s, but he smoked when he was,
Yeah, like my dad. He quit for about 20 years, but he says it's very high in smokers, he said.
Yeah.
I mean, for what it's worth, I don't know if it means anything, but I guess it does. And that's funny. I guess, Alex, when you were, years ago, I don't want to say young, did they ever know the effects of smoking early on at all, or no?
Yeah, they did.
They did, but they ignored it.
They didn't? I mean, it's a shame, because I remember they had a fight to put that sticker on it, right?
But what?
There's a whole movie about that. What's the name of it?
Yeah, that was with the inside. What was it with Pacino? I remember. And
are we talking to? I don't hear Phil and I don't hear Alex.
Yeah, right.
You don't hear me?
There you go. Now I hear you, but if Phil's not, we don't hear.
Oh, I muted.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't want the screen to jump up.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rob.
My friend
screwed it up for everybody.
Pancreatic cancer, but he didn't smoke at all.
Well, hey,
it can be. Who knows what causes these things? Okay,
that's
what was Superman's wife's name? The Christopher Reeve.
Margaret Kidder.
Oh, no.
That was in the movies, Tony.
His real wife.
Oh,
she died of lung cancer. Never smoked a day in her life.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. But I knew a guy who died of pancreatic cancer. Bill Hicks, comedian.
Oh yeah.
Died at the age of 32 of pancreatic cancer. And but he was a drinker and a smoker, and they say drinking and smoking can have horrible effects on pancreatic cancer. But for somebody to get it at 32,
that's young.
Was what? Let's see here. There's say something, Rob, so we can see your picture.
Oh shit! Drinking and smoking?
Yeah, but that's
I'm scared for Rob.
I don't inhale these.
Well, I don't know. Like, for instance, my ex-wife Ronnie got pancreatic cancer, and she wasn't a drinker that I remember particularly. She was a smoker. Right? She was a smoker. Yeah. But who knows? It's a luck. It's basically it's a luck of the draw. And some people get it, and some people don't get it, and who knows why and why not. So.
It's like you say, Alex, something's going to get me.
Well, of course, Tony, something's going to get you.
I just hope it's not for a long time. God forbid, I got to get buried with my mother because we got a plot now.
Well, you got to get her buried first.
I know. She even said that too. But I wanted to linger a little bit because I got to get paid.
Tony, where is it?
Tony, what a loving son you are. You are Norman Bates. There's no question of my thinking. You're Norman Bates, for Christ's sake.
Now, is your mom listening to this show? Tony, is your mom listening to this show through her Alexa?
No. She heard Alex the other day mention orgy. I had to lower the volume. She was in the bathroom. What is that? Who's talking? I said, "Oh God." She probably thought I was watching a dirty movie or so.
What do you?
I'm on the fucking computer.
How do you listen?
Let me give her cream. I got to put her cream on when she's in.
How do you listen? How do you listen to the show when we're talking to you? Do you have your speaker on? Is that how you do it?
Yeah, I have my laptop on. She was in the bathroom.
Orgy.
No,
Orgy.
I got on the other side. I lowered you. Said, what are you watching? I said, go to
Orgy. There goes. That's real Norman Bates wallpaper there, folks. Look at that.
It is, yeah.
Sure is.
Oh man. What? What's he saying?
What do you go for a glass of water?
And look at those curtains. Those are Norman Bates' mother's curtains.
Grandmother curtains.
Huh?
That house from Psycho.
The grandmother curtains.
Yeah.
She got a switch plate that matches the wallpaper.
I have no idea. Hey, listen, I got a question for you because girlfriend, for instance, I've been doing a thing lately where I go to full screen on new people. Okay, when you're talking. And I don't know if any of you have looked at the program to see it, but some people are saying they like it and other people say they don't like it. Marjorie doesn't like it. She says she just likes to see all the people talking.
I think you should control it so that you make it full screen when you want it to be full screen.
Well, that's what I'm doing. Well, I do.
No, you're not.
Hey, Alex.
What?
I just found something on my Skype.
Mm-hmm.
There's a new control on the Skype that I can control the speaker view also. If you got a Macintosh.
Yeah. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you can hang up on people, you can mute people, everything pretty much.
Okay. Because I was going to do that blur thing, but I couldn't figure it. It's not there anymore. But it's got a speaker view now.
Well, I wish they would do something to make this like tonight. It was fucking up. Now on next Tuesday, it might not fuck up like that again. But at least I was able to get everybody in, except for Charlie. Charlie's.
And I messaged him too.
Yeah, well, if he would just try again. I have tried. I've gone up here to the plus, and I've gone plus on Charlie Wallace, and I'm now calling him. Okay, so it's calling Charlie Wallace, but he's not answering. So,
did he have some bandwidth problems?
I don't know, but I don't know what the problem has been tonight. But there.
Oh, wait a minute! Rob just got the blur to work.
Yeah.
What was that?
I turned on the blur of the background.
Yeah.
Well, I can't blur the background on mine for some reason.
It's the three dots. If you look down at the bottom of the screen,
they moved it.
The three dots.
Yeah.
More options.
And it says start recording, turn subtitles on, turn
There's
subtitles
no
on,
blur.
hold call.
There's no blur.
There's no blur.
Mine is blur my background. Bingo.
I don't have that.
Really? What kind of computer are you using?
Apple, MacBook.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny because
Alex, I don't have that. I don't have the blur either.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I got the blur.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You blurred it.
I blurred.
Wait a minute. Let's see here. Is Tony blurred? Yeah, Tony's blurred.
No, that's his camera.
Yeah, that's
yeah, no.
That's the spider webs.
There's no blur on mine.
Mine either.
I wonder why.
I just have start recording, turn subtitles on, turn off incoming video, hold call, audio and video settings.
I got a blur.
But do you have those other ones there too?
Yep.
Yeah. But except there's no subtitles.
There's no subtitles. I turned them on because I wanted to see if all of a sudden I'd see transcribing.
Yeah.
I could start recording, turn subtitles on, turn off incoming video,
mine says.
Hold call, and audio and video settings.
And mute Phil.
I wonder if audio and video settings under that there'd be a blur.
No, the blur is in between subtitles on and turn off incoming video.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. No. When I went to audio and video settings, it just put up that screen that allows you to see your camera.
The blur is also in that audio visual thing too, but it has just another switch in there.
Yeah. Oh, I'll check that out.
Yep.
Right underneath the photo, but you won't have it, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I don't know. I didn't have it before. There's the photo. It says audio microphone, automatically adjust microphone settings.
Yeah. No.
And, there's
Right
no
underneath the photo,
blur.
There's a button that says blur my background button, and
No, it's not on mine. And it could be because Alex and I have the same camera. The 920 or something?
Brio, yeah. No, I have
using Skype 844040.
No. We have a Logitech camera.
I use
we're using the internal camera on our
the camera I'm using for Skype is a 920. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the camera that I'm using for Skype is the 920.
The video, the one I use for video, which is this one, is 4K. Oddly enough.
Yeah, but it's an external camera, so it's probably not allowing you that setting.
It would not be part of that. No.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be part of that at all.
Anyway.
Doesn't matter. Mine's an external Logitech camera, and it's working.
Oh, you can blur?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Maybe they're not compatible, and the one you guys have is not compatible.
Well, I don't care about the blurring. I care about the fact that you should be able to call me and I should be able to put you on the panel. And
and every night that works. It's tonight it's not. So it's just probably Skype.
Yeah.
It seemed like a Skype message anyway, more than anything else, like a system message from Skype.
You know, I'm the only one that got a Skype update message lately. No,
I had to update.
I haven't.
Charlie?
Well, I have no idea. I'll try updating it when I'm through, but I don't think that has anything to do with it.
I think it was Monday or something I updated.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are, Charlie. How did you suddenly you
called me?
I called.
He's been here for a long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's been here for a long time. Hold on a second. Let me see here. He would be in the 9th place. So let me
Full
go
house
get
again.
Charlie. Let me go get Charlie. Where are we here? Charlie. Where there? Charlie Wallace. There we go. Okay. And I do that, and I do that, and there's Charlie. Okay, and a full house.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have this weird problem with the circles, right? So, because we have so many people online, the only people I see in circles are Charlie and Kevin and Scott. I don't see Charlene in a circle. It says +2.
Oh, well, what you do is take your mouse.
Yeah.
And you probably have it on the Skype canvas, okay? Take it off of it and click on your screen.
Oh, if I you know what happens if I don't, because I have it full screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I move my mouse, they disappear. If I don't move my mouse, I see Charlene, and
Right.
that's weird.
But if I were to go on there, as people will notice, I can get the +2. Well, it's not coming up now. Oh well. But sometimes I have a problem with it that way. So, but I have all the circles of everybody. We have what? 8 people. We actually have 9 people, and let me see here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Where? Oh yeah, I have 9 people. Yeah.
Plus yourself.
Anyway, folks, see, here we are talking about the technology again because it's been fucking us over tonight. And
hey, today was my first day of the new diet, the keto diet.
How's that going?
And I'm eating these prepared foods that they send me. They're freshly cooked, and you just reheat them. And I had 2 today. They were delicious. And
is it enough food?
Well, I had some cravings tonight, so I went to Whole Foods and I bought a dozen of these things, water, and then I bought some olives and I ate half of them, but you know,
A lot of fat in olives.
well, fat is good in the keto diet.
Oh,
but
What is this keto thing?
it's very similar to the Atkins. It's just that it's the diet of the day right now, and
right.
and I'm supposed to be able to lose weight, keep my sugar down, and so far the food is delicious. I was really surprised. Plus, I don't like fish, and the first one I had was a salmon, a broiled salmon. It was delicious. No bones.
What do they give
nothing.
you with it? What do they give you?
Sides like there was a cauliflower that looked like a sweet potato and tasted like it. There was string beans, stuff like that. It takes 2.5 minutes to prepare it, and with a microwave, and it was delicious. It's called Factor 75, and so every week they send me 12 meals for 130
And you're the
bucks.
spokesperson, Phil, right?
Well, today I am, but
Like Oprah is for Weight Watchers.
you know, I've done all of those things like Nutrisystems, and Nutrisystems after about 3 weeks, it tastes like cardboard.
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh.
After a while, Nutrisystem, everything has the same taste.
Now you were on a diet. Well, hold on a second. You were on a diet, Rob, and what happened with that diet?
I got off of it because it's not something that you stay on forever. I lost 50 something pounds, 50 odd pounds on it. And I maintained that for I've gained back a few now. But that I've been off the diet now. It'll be about almost a year.
Okay, and how much did you gain back?
About 18.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you have any health issues or anything?
No. I got off of it because I just don't think it's a good thing to be on forever.
Yeah.
So I got off of it, and now I'm looking for another way to try to, maintain and stuff. But that's tough.
Well,
the maintenance was working for a while, and then I screwed up, and now I'm having trouble, maintaining.
Yeah, I'll send you something. That keto thing. The food was delicious. I have this thing I bought.
Phil. Essentially what I did was a keto diet. I mean, what it is you're supposed to put your body in ketosis, which is
it's not happening for me.
It's not happening. I use the strips, and but all I did is for breakfast it was bacon and eggs.
Right.
And then for dinner, it was like a steak or some salmon or something like that. And I just stuck with that for like 9 months, and I lost 60 pounds.
It's easy to do when you're home a lot. When you're out all day.
When you're out, you can do it too, Phil. When I would eat at a restaurant, I knew exactly what I could order because it's simple. It's simple.
At a restaurant. But what happens is I'm driving down the street and there's a McDonald's and there's
nobody says you have to stop at the fucking McDonald's, you fat fuck.
It's an addictive thing.
It is addictive. Fast food's addictive.
Yeah, and I'm hungry. It's 3:30, 4 o'clock. I haven't eaten lunch. I say, okay, I'll go in. I'll grab one. But I eat two. But at least I'm not taking.
Well, you know what,
soda.
Phil? I haven't had sugar. For instance, I haven't had sugar in about 2.5 years.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I never try sugar. And the reason I don't try sugar is because if I try sugar, I will probably wind up being so addicted to sugar that you immediately start getting an addiction to it again. But right now, I can look at the most wonderful fudge cake and not even want it.
My biggest weakness is ice cream.
Yeah. Oh.
So you know what I did? You know what I did? I have one of those, and this is terrible, but I have one of those standing KitchenAid mixers.
Yeah.
And I bought the ice cream attachment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My God, I made butter pecan ice cream. That is just, it's sinful. You make the recipe, you put it in the refrigerator, you take out that bowl that you buy from KitchenAid, you put it on the end, and in 20 minutes you've got like soft serve ice cream that is, and you put in fresh pecans. Oh my God. I mean, see, I have it in the closet. I won't even put it in the freezer.
That's the way they make it on those food shows on
Well,
TV.
that's what I thought. And then it's also like I looked online. There's a bunch of keto recipes for like sorbets and things like that you can have. But I had to try it once with the butter pecan.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, talking about ice cream, I was in Whole Foods tonight going to get the water, and I'm walking down the ice cream section, and I'm looking, and I'm seeing all these gourmet ice creams, and I had to just say to myself, push, just push the cart, get past this, push.
Well,
I
listen,
almost took one.
I'll show you what happened. I mean, I lost about 55 pounds, 60 pounds. I think I put on about 5 pounds of that, okay? Because
that's a long time ago.
And I did that about 2 Thanksgivings ago. I started the diet, and look at me. I'm still.
Yeah.
Look, you know. I mean, I could take off another 10 pounds. That's about it. You know.
Enjoy life.
Yeah. But you know, so I mean, but all I'm saying is, if you want to lose it, you can lose it. But you've got to quit. You never can say at any point during the dieting, hey, you know, I think maybe I just could have a piece of chocolate. You know what I do for chocolate?
You lose a week. You lose a week.
You know what I do? I use all the sugar. I sugar-free chocolates. I do sugar-free chocolate, sugar-free pudding as a little treat every day after dinner. That has hardly any carbs in it at all. It does sometimes give me the trots because I have IBS. You know who's been very quiet tonight, and I really would love to hear from him. We haven't heard from Patrick. He's got his hand up. He was the guy who wanted to say something. Yes, Patrick, go ahead.
I don't know if you all know this, but I didn't drive for almost 6 months because I had a sore on my foot.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm not aware of the sore, but I was not able to drive on the advice of the doctor. I mean, if it was an emergency or something, I could, but they wanted me to keep pressure off of that heel and off of that sore. Because of that, I gained about 5 or 6 pounds, which most of you would go, big fucking deal.
You gotta push it.
Well, the problem for me is that 5 or 6 pounds is enough that I notice it. And the reason I gained it is not being able to transfer in and out of my car and breaking down the wheelchair and putting it in. Just that exercise was enough to keep me at my same weight that I've had since I've gotten paralyzed. And it's the first time that I've gained weight. And it's frustrating because I know I'll get it off in a month or two once I'm back driving normally, which I'm able to now. But that's frustrating trying to get that.
I don't want to be cruel here.
Well, there will be anyway.
No, I don't want to be cruel, Patrick. But if I were in a wheelchair because I was paralyzed from the waist down, I think the last thing I would worry about is my weight.
But he doesn't have an electric wheelchair. He has to push it, and pushing that 5 pounds could be a lot more work.
Oh, well, maybe you got an answer there. Yeah. What?
The biggest problem that you have if you're in a position like me, where you're completely paralyzed from the waist down, meaning you can't move your legs at all. Like, there are overweight people that use wheelchairs and things like that, but when you not use your legs at all, and you have a lot of weight around your midsection,
can't wipe your ass.
You're able to transfer onto a shower bench, onto your bed, off of the bed, and the more weight that you have, the more pressure you're putting on your arms, and it's a lot harder And that's why I've always been against using motorized wheelchairs, because there are a lot, not every, but if you look at people who are really paralyzed and not just overweight, if they're using a motorized chair, chances are they are overweight because they don't have the ability to do a lot of physical things. And since I can, I not only worry about my weight just health-wise, but it makes it a hell of a lot easier when I'm transferring my body weight because it's all dead weight. My arms are moving the rest of my body.
Mm-hmm.
And the bigger you are, the harder it is. So
once you hit 40, the metabolism slows down. It's harder to maintain your weight.
Oh yeah.
So that 40 number is key in you got to keep. I don't know. Your metabolism just slows down.
What's the 40 number?
40 years old.
40 years old.
Yeah. Yes. Jeff.
You're muted.
You're muted, Jeff.
I know somebody who's developed a wheelchair attachment that gives people who are in a wheelchair the ability to exercise while they're still sitting in the chair. Have you ever seen anything like that?
No, I do all my, since you are a Facebook friend of mine, you can into
Wait a minute.
my
Hold on a
photos.
second. Hold on a second. Charlene, you keep moving that camera everywhere, and it's driving me crazy. Okay.
I know. I gotta. What do I get to put the phone in to keep it stable?
A table and a book.
They got holders. They got holders.
A little
I'll
tripod.
try to look. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jeff, you can go on photos albums, and you'll there's some videos I have there of me exercising. You'll see what I do. I run in my chair, and there's different things that I do, and I lift weight. They're only 3-pound dumbbells, but it's the repetition and it's just to maintain, what I have.
Let me ask Kevin. What about you? Do you because you've been having some trouble with your back, and I would imagine that you don't get a lot of exercise because of that, right, Kevin?
No, because it's my legs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing. I just got cut loose by the doctor this Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So she's telling me to find a pool and start working in the pool, and that's what I'm trying to do. But all my neighbors have moved away. The pools that I used to use.
Yeah.
And the one pool in town here is like a cesspool, so I got to find something. The gym down here is not the best. So
But
I got to find something to do. And I can't do impact because that hurts, and it's hard on my calcaneus that's separating from my foot.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to find something.
Is your shocking thing working?
What's that?
The shock thing for your back?
Yeah, it's been doing okay. Last week I had a bad week. They hit me with a program that didn't work, and it kind of went backwards. So, and the guy is sick, so he couldn't reprogram me at the doctor the other day. But most of it's working pretty good. We're just still tweaking with programs and stuff.
You're kind of the bionic man, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Can I ask him a question?
Yeah, sure.
Kevin, what about what about a hot towel or a compress? Would that help your back?
No, it's not my back at all.
Oh,
it's not my back at all. It's my legs and my feet.
Oh.
Yeah, because my foot,
maybe
my left ankle was operated on like 10 times now.
And
my heel is falling off of my foot.
We have a cacophony.
You have a heel bow.
We have a cacophony of ailments here on the show. Charlie is you lost some toes, right, to diabetes, right?
Yep. 6 of them.
And how does that affect you
Well,
exercising?
my balance is off.
His math skills have been diminished.
Your balance is off.
It's the wins test.
You know what was really strange?
It's an automatic 5.
Was really strange was that Sammy Davis Jr., when he lost his eye in the accident, couldn't dance.
Yeah.
It threw his balance off, and Sinatra had to teach him how to get his balance back. But there was a while there where he couldn't. He literally couldn't dance because of losing an eye. You wouldn't think losing an eye would make you not be able to dance.
Alex, you were worried that losing a tooth might affect the sound of your voice,
or the way that I form words, and
Right.
I think it kind of does, but only I feel it. But you see, what happens is when you're, and I've always been very careful about this. When you're talking, you use your tongue against your palate and against your teeth. And so, let's say if tomorrow I lost all my teeth and they put dentures in, my speaking would probably change as a result of that because of the way my tongue would hit the dentures, as it were.
Yeah.
So I've always been very worried about that losing your teeth could cause that. Absolutely. Yeah. So, but then again, I worry about everything, don't I? I just will not allow myself a moment of happiness. You know.
I don't know if you can see that.
What?
An X-ray of the spine.
Oh,
those are all the wires in my back right now.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Nobody talk so we can see that. Those are the wires in your spine.
That's those little dots right there, the nodes going up and down the spine that are shooting the electricity to the nerves in my legs.
Wow.
And that cluster of wires there goes to a little box that's in my basically my spare tire on the side.
Wow.
So all those little things are the ones that are shooting.
And where is the
high frequency?
Yeah, and where is the unit that in there that where is?
It's like right over here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But has it helped with the pain?
Yeah, it's helped once we hit the right programs.
It sounds like you're the bionic man and they have to program you.
Fucking Steve Majors.
So that's the device that's in this one over here is the one that's in my side there.
Yeah, the Senzo 2.
It looks like a lock.
Yeah.
How do you change the channel?
I got a little remote control.
Does it make
I
you
got to charge it every night.
Yeah.
I sit on a little iPad type charger like your iPhone charger, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow.
A wireless charger.
Yeah. Wireless pad.
So let me bring up one last thing here tonight that was in the news, and I think it's worthy of a discussion, and that is, did you hear about this guy who was, I think, caught trying to bomb something in New York City and went away for 10 years?
Oh yeah,
was a member of like Al Qaeda and whatever, but he spilled the beans on Al Qaeda, and after 10 years, they've let him just go, saying he's been an amazing amount of help.
Story, yeah.
I know Phil probably thinks he shouldn't have gotten off, right?
No, he's working for Ilhan Omar now.
Who?
The Somali woman that's a congresswoman. The anti-Semite.
Oh, Jesus, Phil. You know, you always have to come back to these touchstone talking points of Donald Trump. You don't have a mind of your own.
Okay.
Oh, well, I'm glad you agree.
Yeah. I agree with Donald Trump, but that was my own observation, not Donald's.
That was his observation about
no,
what?
it was my observation.
Well, it was your observation. In other words, you can come up with the same idiotic ideas.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why there's a commiseration there. There's an understanding.
Yes.
So what does he think about cutting that guy loose?
Well, put him on the other side of the wall, I guess. If the guy served his time and he's changed his position, then that was a success. why? There's nothing wrong with cutting the guy loose. It's not a danger to society, and has paid his debt.
I'd like to get Scott's thought about this. Scott, do you ever thought about?
I wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
This was
still muted.
This was about this guy. I think you may have heard about him, who went to prison for terrorism, and during his 10 years in prison, he gave our government a lot of information about Al Qaeda that was very important, and so they finally decided to let him go. They're not going to let him stay here. He's going to be sent back to where.
Well, I was going to say, I was hoping he'd be able to vote.
He probably was voting anyway.
But
he voted for Trump.
Yeah,
no, he was a Democrat.
But that was the other big piece of news. I'm trying to think. Was there?
If they send him home, he's probably a dead man anyway.
Is there any other news I missed today that we didn't talk about?
None that you'll believe.
Yeah, none that we'll believe.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. There was some other story, and they were making a big deal out of it, but I can't remember.
Breaking news right now: a Boeing 737 slid off a runway into St. Johns River right now.
Oh boy,
that's in Canada, right? Montreal.
I'm not sure because it just happened, and it's
wow.
In Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, really?
St. Johns River in Jacksonville.
Wow. There's a thing going on with Zuckerberg and conservative websites or conservative.
Oh, that was the one I wanted to bring up, and now we're getting too late in the show. But that was something I wanted to bring up. Was the
9 minutes?
It was the not 9 minutes, actually less than that. But
alert the affiliates are going to go long.
Affiliates were going to go long. No, was the banning of, for instance, Louis Farrakhan, and who else was in that list?
I think Newsmax and a couple of other. Not Newsmax. What's the Alex
Alex Jones?
InfoWars and
InfoWars, right? And then there was one other, and I can't remember who it was. And they said that they are not allowing them to have Facebook accounts because they're dangerous.
Well, they're talking about hate speech, I think.
But the word they specifically used was dangerous.
Yeah.
But they allow all of these sites to, Al Qaeda sites and ISIS recruiting things and so forth. That's allowed, right? That's not dangerous.
Well, no, we don't understand what it is exactly that they have. They banned, for instance, what's his name, Farrakhan, who, quite frankly, I don't think is dangerous. All right. Well, you do. I don't give a shit what you think, however. You know that. That's been established.
I agree with Phil.
Thank you.
What you agree, Patrick? Go ahead.
I agree with Phil. I think Farrakhan's a piece of shit. He's a fucking anti-Semite. I've listened to him talk. He's fucking racist as any white racist is. So
yeah, he's an anti-Semite, Phil. Farrakhan's an anti-Semite.
Oh.
He hates all Jews.
Okay, but let me ask you this question. Is that enough reason to call him dangerous?
If they're going to call Alex Jones dangerous, you might as well call Farrakhan
I will
dangerous.
defend Alex Jones's right to put InfoWars on Facebook. I will defend his right to do
First Amendment issue. And I think that Facebook is violating people's First Amendment rights by.
The First Amendment only covers the government; it doesn't cover private citizens.
Yeah, well, it's just that this is a monopoly now. This Facebook.
Yeah,
there's 3 billion people that use it.
You know, if you consider that Facebook is kind of an electronic Hyde Park, as it were. If it is that, then shouldn't it have that same kind of democratic feel about it? That, yes, we don't like what Alex Jones has to say, and we don't like what Farrakhan says, but nevertheless, they have a right to say it, and we can certainly look at it and go, this guy's full of shit, and make up the determination for ourselves.
you can choose not to look at it as well.
Well, that's true as well. But what I'm saying is, shouldn't the public be the determination? The problem with Alex Jones is there's so many fucking people watching him. And, they can take him off Facebook, but that isn't going to kill his audience. He's got his own website you can go to.
Just like Farrakhan, there's enough idiots that follow that guy. It's the same thing. I mean,
but I think that's
ignore the sites, right? But it is a private business. So I mean,
that's kind of the difference. I think because Facebook is a private business, they have their rules. The internet is the Wild West.
Right.
So let them do it on the internet, and then let the Facebook be the private business and have their rules.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Kevin because Farrakhan and InfoWars, they can have their own website.
They do.
Years ago, I interviewed Farrakhan, and he knew I was a Jew, by the way. And in the interview, I didn't even have to ask him about that. He said, "No, I'm not anti-Semitic. In fact," he said, "I was a violin prodigy," which he was. And my biggest hero was Yasha Heifetz, who was a Jew. And at least at the time, I found him to be rather understanding in that way and misunderstood by the public in general because of the generalizations that have been made about him.
But I've heard speeches of Farrakhan's that were inflammatory.
Well, I think
Jews.
he's gotten more inflammatory as the years have gone on. But I have to say that I still will defend his right, to say what he feels. I mean, I as a Jew will be bothered by it and so on, but I don't feel that I as a Jew should shut him up. Let me put it that way. So I don't know how you guys feel about all of that, but
hate speech.
Well, it is hate speech. There's no question about it. But
on a platform like Facebook, it probably should be, if that's what their rules are. If they're going to do it on the internet, go for it. That's kind of the way I think about it. I was thinking about it because we talked about this before, and at one point I was thinking they should let them, InfoWars and all that, cut them loose on Facebook. But then you think about it, they're a private business. Let them make their rules. You don't follow the rules, then just go do it on the internet, because the internet's, it's a free space there. Go for it.
Yeah.
Because there's no rules there.
Well, I mean,
that's the way I look at
yeah.
it. And then you can scroll by and you don't have to go there. If you're on Facebook and that's going on, you got a lot of people that are just going to sit there and they're going to stop and they're going to look and they're going to follow.
Well, Alex Jones is still going to be on the internet.
That's fine.
No matter
whatever.
what.
I won't go there.
Right.
Unless I want to go there, and see what's going on.
Unless you want to
If you're on Facebook, you can be scrolling by and you'll see that, and you might stop. You might not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, anyway, hey, listen. Guess what?
It's over.
That time.
It's that time. I just had to go over
Sure
and turn that off. Hey, listen, this has been nice. It was a little trouble getting people on, and hopefully next week Skype will have this little problem of theirs solved. But we have a workaround, and that's how we were able to get all the people on. And Charlie even was a beneficiary of it because you saw me calling you, right?
Yeah.
So you were able to log on. So I can always call people back and make up a citizen panel too. But hopefully they'll fix that little problem up. But this new machine of mine, brand new machine of mine, has been just
cooking.
I am still, with all that's going on here, at 10% CPU usage. It's amazing. Anyway, that's it for tonight, folks. That's our citizen panels. You can see them there. There's Phil, and there's Charlene, and there is the hog driver. Let me see here. Also Tony, also Jeff, also Rob, also Patrick, whose name I couldn't remember last night, Scott, and Charlie, and Kevin. Okay, that's it. That's our citizen panel. And if they'll all wave goodbye, I will wave back at them. Okay, there they go. Okay, all right, that's them. Let me hang up on them so that I can leave the Skype lines available for Jack Bishop, who is next over most of this same station with The Intersection. We're off for a couple of days, and then we'll be back Tuesday night. We'll start off at 9:30 with Damian Chaplin, and then at 10 o'clock at night, once again, it shall be me. Same time, same station in life with the Ramble. And in the meantime, as always, if you see her, please tell her I love her, okay? She doesn't believe it, but it's true.